Hi, in this video we are going to talk about some text functions inside Excel, and these are the functions that we will be talking about. These are proper, upper, lower, then we have left, right, mid, and then len, and then find, search, replace, substitute, and then trim and concatenate. So these are all the text functions which you can use to actually refine your data or make your data look better. So suppose you are working in a company, so whenever you get data to analyze or to do anything, so you will always get data in a raw format where you can see that you don't have proper formatting, you have text, there's extra space before text, there's extra space in between two words, and the letters are not in proper casing, right? So these can be eliminated using text functions inside Excel. So first we have trim function. So suppose there are extra spaces, there's extra space before word, there's extra space in between words, right? So how we can eliminate them? First method is to eliminate them manually, which will take more time, right? And then there's another method to use a function known as trim. So suppose in this cell, if I write my function as trim equals to trim, and then in parentheses if I give the cell reference and then hit enter, just this, then you can see that any extra space other than one single space in between two words is eliminated, right? The space, this is extra space before the words, has been eliminated automatically. Now to get all the data in proper trim format or with removed extra spaces, what you can do is you can just select this cell and then you can come to the bottom right corner of the cell until you get the plus icon or a symbol like this, and if you double click on this, then you can see that all the data will get automatically trimmed down. If you have thousands of rows, then all the rows will get data or the formula copy pasted in it, and you can see that the space in between words have been removed, the space before words have been removed, or anywhere where there's extra space have been removed other than single space between two words, right? So this is a very helpful function or useful function whenever you are going to work with text data, right? Then we have proper. So as you can see, here we have raw data, now we have trimmed the data, but right now as you can see the data have names, right? First name and last name, and then some middle names also, but there is no proper casing. What is proper casing? When you have first letter in uppercase and all the other alphabets in lowercase for a particular word. So in John we have J in uppercase, all the others in lowercase, fine. But this second name, which is the last name, is Smith. There, if I want S to be in proper casing or this S to be in uppercase and then all the other alphabets in lowercase, so then I can use this function which is proper. So if I type in this particular cell equals to proper, and then in parentheses if I give the cell reference, now I will use this data. Why? Because there is no extra spacing, right? And if I hit enter, then you can see that Excel will automatically convert this name into proper casing, where first letter or first alphabet will be in uppercase and all the other will be in lowercase. Now to just copy paste the data, I can just double tap here, right? Then you can see that all the other names have been changed to proper casing. Now suppose if you want your names to be in uppercase only, you don't want any alphabet in lowercase, so then you can use the upper function. How? Again, simple, very simple. You just need to type upper and then you need to give the cell reference, or if you have text then you can just type it and then hit enter. Then you can see that all the alphabets have been changed to uppercasing. And to copy the function, you just need to double tap in the bottom right corner until you get the plus icon. Now same goes for how you can make all the alphabets lowercase. So again you need to type lower function, then you need to provide the cell reference. After hitting enter, then you can see that all the alphabets have now been changed to lowercase. Let me copy paste the formula, then you can see that every name is now in lowercase, right? Now there's a unique function which is length, and in short it is written as len. So this function will basically tell you how many alphabets or how many spaces are used inside a cell. It will also include the space in between two words. With alphabets, it will also tell you the number of spaces that are used inside a cell. So suppose if I want to calculate the length of this particular cell or the text inside this particular cell, so I will type my function as len, then in parentheses I will give the cell reference and then close parentheses. Now as you can see, it is showing me 10. So JOHN 4 words, then SMITH 5 words, 4 plus 5 9, and then we have a space in between two words, so that's why it is showing 10. Okay, then we can see for other names also. So these are the number of alphabets with space that is being, or the length of the particular text which is available inside these cells. So this is how you can actually calculate the length of text inside a cell. Now let's talk about other text functions which are left, right, mid, concatenate, and find, search, replace, and substitute. Suppose I have two texts written over here which are tutorials and point in two different cells. Suppose I want to extract some letters out of this word tutorials. So how I can do that? If the alphabets are in the left direction only or in the left part of the word, then I can use the left function. So to use this function, I just need to write down the words only. So equals to left, and then in parentheses I need to give the cell reference. If I close my bracket here and then enter, then what will happen is Excel will give me the first letter from the left side of a particular word, only the T, right? But left function can also be used to extract multiple alphabets out of a word. So here, as you can see in the syntax, it is showing me that after left in parentheses, first I need to provide the text or the cell reference containing the text, and then I can provide the number of character, which is an optional feature. If I write down a number, then Excel will extract those many numbers from the left side of a particular word. So suppose if I want to extract 3 words from the left side of this word tutorials, so I will write down 3 here and then close the parentheses. Now if I hit enter, then you can see that instead of only T, I will get words as TUT. Why is that? Because I have given the instruction to extract 3 words out of this tutorial from the left direction. Same, suppose if I want the last 3 alphabets of this particular word tutorials, then I can use right function. So same goes for right, equals to RIGHT, then open parentheses. Then you need to provide the text or the cell reference. Now if I hit enter after only providing the cell reference, then I will get the last word as S. But if I want last 3 alphabets, then I can type 3 and then close parentheses, hit enter, then you can see that A, L and S are the 3 alphabets present in the last part of this particular word. Now if you want to extract some alphabets from the middle of this particular word, so how you can do that? So basically the method is same, but there's one more extra parameter that you need to provide while using the mid function. So if I show you the syntax, that would be MID and then open parentheses. See, in the syntax of this middle function or the mid function, first you need to provide the text. So let us provide the text. Then it is asking you for a start number from where you want to start your text to be extracted. So it will always be from the first or the left direction. Suppose I want these 3 words TOR from the middle, so I need to give the position of T, which is 3, from the left direction, right? So first I will provide the start number, which is 3. Then it is asking you for the number of characters you want to extract, and as I want to extract only TOR, which are 3 alphabets, so I will type 3 here and then I need to close the parentheses and hit enter, then you can see that TOR has been extracted out of this word tutorials, right? So there's only one more extra parameter that you need to provide, which is from where you want your start position. Okay, then you have concatenate. So this is very useful feature. Suppose here we have two words written, tutorials and point, right? And I want to add them up, or I want them in one cell only. So I can use this function, which is concatenate. So here in this cell I will start typing concatenate, and then in parentheses, first it is asking me for text 1, then text 2, and you can add multiple text or cell references here. So first text, then comma, second text, and then close parentheses. If I hit enter, what happened is it joined the two words, but we thought of actually that it will provide us text in a format like tutorials, then space, then point, right? But this function doesn't work like that. So to get a space in between two words, what you can do is you can just modify your formula. How? So first we type concatenate, then we provide first cell reference, which is tutorials. Then I will add a text here. To add a text inside a function, you will need to put that text inside double quotes. So right, so if I want space in between two words, so I will write space inside my double quotes. So space, then comma, then I will give the cell reference for my second word, which is point, and then bracket close. Then if I hit enter, I will get my proper word, which is tutorials space point. If you want anything in between two words, suppose instead of space you want dot, you can type dot in double quotes. If you want a number, then you don't need any double quotes. So if I hit enter, then you can see that now I have my words as tutorials dot point. So this is how you can use this function, which is concatenate. Now if you want to look for a particular alphabet inside, or the position of alphabet inside a word, so how you can do that? You can use the find function. So if I start typing here find, then in parentheses, suppose I am looking for the position of this small t inside this tutorials. So what I am finding is small t, then it is asking me within text where I want to find this small t. So I will give this cell reference of this particular word, and then if I hit enter, then you can see that it is showing me that the number is 3, right? So 3 is the position of t inside this particular word. Now search works similarly like find function. So let me show you first. Equals to search, then I want to find t, then within this text, and then close parentheses. Now if I hit enter, then in my mind I am assuming that it will give me the result as 3, but instead of 3 it is showing me 1. Why is that? Because find is case sensitive. If you type small t, then it will look for small t inside that word, but search is not case sensitive. If you type t, then it will look for all the t's, whether it is small t, capital T. So as a capital T is already present before this small t, then it is giving 1 as the result. So if you are going for advanced search, then use the find function, which is case sensitive. Then we have a function which is replace. Suppose you want to replace some alphabets or some letters inside this particular word, so you can use the replace function. So if you want to replace some words, so you can type equals to replace, then in parentheses it is asking for the old text. So this is my suppose old text tutorials, and instead of or I want this or in between this tutorials word to be replaced with a and d. So how you can do that? So first it is asking for the start number. So or is my alphabets that I want to replace. So what is the position of O? It is 4 from the left, right? So I will provide the starting position. Then it is asking for the number of characters that I want to replace. So as I only want to replace O and R, so there are only two numbers. or 2 alphabets. So I will type 2 here. Then it is asking for the new text which I want it to be replaced with. So in double quotes I will type AND. Always type text whenever you are typing text inside a function, always type it in double quotes. If it is number, then you can type it as it is. Then if I hit enter, then what will happen is Excel will automatically replace O and R with A and D. Now my new word is TUTANDIALS, right? Now how substitute function works. So substitute is kind of similar to replace. Here if I want to replace, suppose this T word or O word with A word, A alphabet, so I can use the substitute. So first I need to type the function substitute, then I need to provide the text where I want to make my change. So I will give the cell reference, then it is asking for the old text. So I want to replace O, so I will type O, and then it is asking for new text which I want it to replace with. So I will type A and then close the parentheses. Now if I hit enter, you can see that tutorials has been changed to tutorials, which is TUTARIALS. So this is how you can use these function or all of these text functions, and these are the function which you are going to use very frequently whenever you are going to work on Excel, and this will make your text analysis or extraction very easy. So that's all for this video. Thank you.